Hello, welcome into this mystery reading. It's Molly, your Quantum Leap Queen. And today I am coming to you from my studio in Mexico. This is my fridge. Uh, the lighting was the best right here, so we're just gonna go with it. So, if you don't already know, these readings are timeless, so whenever you come across this reading, it's meant for you. And we're going to start, as always, with the tarot. I'm going to set the intention to give this group the best messages that they need to hear right now, wherever you're at in your journey. And let's start. I am starting with the Paz Tarot. What do we need to talk about with this group? Okay, I have the King of Wands in the reverse. We have the Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. Wow, I'm already getting a major story right off the bat. This definitely could have been a romantic partner, some kind of really important relationship in your life. The King of Wands in the reverse, it's like at one point you saw this person as the King of Wands upright. Like, this person is like so their own person. They're really smart. They really know how to carve their own path. They do not go to the norms. They kind of they go to the beat of their own drum. And you really put this person on a pedestal. From what I see, like, you just had a lot of respect for this person, and you really valued their opinion, how they saw you, how they saw the world. There was a lot of investment in this person. However, it did come out upside down, reversed. So what I get is like that image that you had of them, this kind of perfect image of them, it really did all just crumble. And you recognize, okay, this is not the person who I thought this was. So that was really tough. And I think you found this out because then I had the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. So I get this story of like, you found that they were actually not as consistent with their word. For example, like, I think they told you one thing and then they would like do something else. And you're like, I'm not quite understanding. This person is looking for a lot of outside validation. Definitely could be with other people. That's what I see where the validation is coming from. Like, doesn't mind getting lost in the sauce of flings, for example, of like that initial connection with someone. But of course, like, that's very surface level. But I see that they're doing a lot of surface level activities. They could have some kind of addiction issues too. It definitely could be drinking, or any kind of substance, and especially people too. Again, that outside validation is something that they really crave because they don't have that sense of validation within themselves. They really don't know themselves very deeply from what I can see. But they're very good at portraying things a certain way. I think maybe because of the way they grew up, like, presence was performance. So they learned that in order to be present, I need to just perform. And obviously there's a lot of like cons to that and how they see themselves and how they see other people. And honestly, the kind of damage that they do with other people then too. And I just feel like you, Three of Pentacles, you saw this relationship very differently than they did. With the Three of Pentacles, you were in this for the long term. You wanted to create something stable. The Pentacles are earth energy. I mean, you can see like there's a plan here. There's stability here. You know, you're kind of starting the foundations of something that you really want to invest in. You really wanted to invest in this person and in this relationship. However, I just don't see that this person was on the same page as you. They just wanted to keep it fluffy, keep it surface, keep it not deep, not stable. That wasn't their interest. So even though they might have told you otherwise, I just see that their actions and their words are not on the same page. And obviously that speaks volumes to the kind of reality that they live in. And it doesn't have anything to do with you, because this is your desire, the stability, and this is their desire, the floatiness. So you just have different ideas when it comes to the relationship. And honestly, people can only meet us as deep as they have met themselves. So if this person is not wanting to go deeper within themselves, they cannot meet you. So sometimes that's super hard to hear, but just know, like, it's not you. It's not you that didn't make them commit. It's themselves. They can't even commit to themselves, so they're not going to commit to a long-term relationship. And the story continues because then I got the Eight of Cups, and I feel like this is you walking away. It was like at one point, the Eight of Cups is about something that emotionally fulfilled you at one point, you know? But walking away, even when you know that it's like you know that the party's over. So it's really tough to walk because it was like I was so emotionally invested and I was ready to keep going. But it's almost like there's so much evidence now that it's impossible to continue without completely shredding your self-respect. So you're going to lead by example by leaving the relationship. Maybe you already have, maybe you're in the process, but you're leaving this relationship behind. And to be honest, it's one of the most self-loving things that you can do. Because it's not going to get better. And I think you recognize that. You cannot convince someone to choose their path. They are choosing their own path. So it is tough. It is tough. I'm going to ask for just advice for you now for where you're at. I have the Six of Swords. Yes, this real unknown place. Justice in the reverse. Yeah, you're feeling just like this wasn't fair. And truly it wasn't fair. Truly it was like a lot of deception, and it was just hard. And you want there to be repercussions. Like you feel like this person doesn't even understand the amount of pain that they've put you in. And I truly think that is real. I think that's real, that they don't understand you because they don't understand the depth of their own emotions, so they can't meet you. But I think like when a person like this hurts you, they're doing it in a way of like hoping to scar you so that you'll come back. It's kind of like, it is a little sinister, but I think at the end of the day, they just want love, of course, but that love that they're craving, they have to find within themselves. They're not going to find that anywhere else. However, they use manipulation tactics, maybe something they learned growing up, in order to receive what they think that they're craving on a surface level. So yeah, I just don't get that they were the best for you. And Justice in the reverse is like, come on, like, are they going to get their karma? Like, they put me through hell. And to be real, yes, karma always comes back around, always. It may be years, it may be a long time, maybe even the next lifetime. But I tell you what, that is not your job. It's not your job to track the karma. You may see it in this lifetime, you may not. It doesn't matter. That part doesn't matter. You need to come to terms with the fact that karma is always served. There will be justice. There will be. And your job is just to be in this unknown in-between place. It's not always comfortable. Truly, it's not. But just the acceptance of like, this is what happened. And I will take my loss and I will move on, because you're going to find that this is actually like the biggest blessing in disguise. Exactly. Queen of Pentacles. That love that you gave in that relationship, like, you know that comes from you. Like, you have so much love to give, and you were with, like, think about how much you invested in like someone who wasn't at all giving back to you in the way that you deserved. So now that you're leaving with even more self-respect, like, there's going to be nothing but abundance for you. And also, you're not going to feel the need to prove yourself, like, to anyone. I just feel like your standards are up leveling because of this relationship because of what you went through and experienced, and because you chose yourself at the end of the day. And that is so, so powerful. And the lessons that you gained from this relationship, they'll never leave you. You gained such potent lessons from this relationship. Like truly, like you were able to let go of identities of who you are no longer. Like someone who is self-sacrificing, or someone that gives away your power. That's not you anymore. So that's what I'm getting from the tarot. Let's move on into some oracle cards. I'm going to read first from Rainbow Brain Skull. I love this deck, one of my newest decks here. So let me ask, what is the best message for this group? Let's find out here. What is the best message for this group today? Thank you. Oh my gosh. It says growing, falling apart. It's both. It's happening at the same time. Truly. Truly. I'm going to just read what it says. There's a short little message here with it. Oh, very short. There is no new without shedding of the old. What can you weed from your garden to allow something new to grow? We are weeding a deadbeat relationship. Just kidding. Just kidding. That's a little harsh. It's a little harsh, but a little true too. You know, we are weeding out those people that truly don't honor you, that truly don't respect you. This person wasn't even interested in seeing your point of view because, to be honest, they deceive themselves a lot. They're not even honest with themselves about their lives. How could they even possibly sit eye to eye with you and try to understand you? Like, from an authentic place, from a place of humility. They can't. They would first have to be real with themselves, but they would have to prioritize that. But instead, they're playing the game of the ego. That's what I'm seeing. That is what I am seeing. So, let's read from the Moonology deck next. Let's pull a moon card for you. Let's see what messages the moon has. What is the best message for this group? Okay, we got a couple messages here. We have a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon as well, so this is like moon on moon, amplified energy. So Cancer also is like the heart, or the heart, you could say. It's your emotional world. So honestly, it's like full capacity of emotions, like, and it's so uncomfortable when it gets to that point. It's almost like you feel like emotional overflow, or like you even went past your limit that you knew was possible for you to grieve. Okay, I see you. So going through such depth emotionally brings in a personal resolution, because guess what? You've created new depths. You've created new roots. So you know what that means? There's new heights coming. You can't have one without the other. So trust. Trust that there's a reason that you are in the emotional depths, or that's something you have gone through. Okay? As well, emotions are running high with the supermoon. Woo! Emotions on emotions. Let's get wild. Actually, there's a supermoon in 2 days from now, from when I'm recording this. It's a supermoon in Taurus, a full moon. So, just big emotions. Like, I think the biggest message with this is like you're seen. Like you're seen for how deep you've had to go within yourself. The absolute nightmare that it is to feel like the person you love just doesn't love you like you thought that they did. And you've invested all this love into them and to that relationship. And it's just heart-wrenching. So, yeah, it's shown you how much you have to give, how much you truly love, and how deep that you have gone. So you are seen for how deep you have gone. From the universe, from me, from you, from everyone, like, maybe not everyone, but the message is that you are seen. That's important. You didn't go through this alone. You are seen. Oh, I didn't even notice this. On the top of the deck, it's the new moon in Cancer. So you and your loved ones are safe. You are safe in this process. You are safe. You've done deep diving, extreme deep diving, but you are so guided and protected through the whole journey. Trust that. Okay, I'm going to read from a couple more decks. This next one is the Sacred Symbols Tarot. Oracle. So what is the best message for this group from the Sacred Symbols? By the way, when I'm picking decks for readings, like I just get the message of what decks are needed. And these were the decks that were needed today. A full moon! Oh my gosh! That's insane. I mean, like, there's so many different kinds of like symbols in here, and it happens to be the full moon. That's wild. That's a definite like I see you moment again and again, like how expansive your emotions have been through this entire journey. Yeah. I'm curious to see what it says now. If we look at 29, the full moon. Okay. A ceremony, accumulation, or a completion of a cycle in time. There is magic here. The full moon has the power to magnify your dreams. It can also take away anything not in alignment with them. Be open to the magic and the wonders of all things. And then it says, the full moon is a powerful time for harvesting, creating magic, and worshiping the divine feminine, a beautiful and unique part of our solar system. The moon affects the tides of the ocean and was worshipped by many ancient cultures. Yes, we know that. I mean, that's crazy. Full moon on full moon and super moon, like, which is also full moon. Oofda. You are seen for all these crazy big emotions that you've had that have stretched you past what you thought you were capable of handling. Truly, truly. And of course, there's always rewards for the work that you've done. You know that too. I know you feel that, even if you can't see it. You know that there's a reason you're going through this. So let me ask... this is the final deck. I create my reality. Let's get one final message for this group. Oh. I am who I am, and I love myself. This is that beautiful card, and she's in the water. And it says, I am the one I have been waiting for. I love myself unconditionally. There is no one like me. I am who I am, and I honor who I am. In order to truly connect with others, I must first connect with myself. I am the one I need. I am the one who will make me who I am meant to be. And I would even say I am the one who allows me to be who I'm meant to be. Because I feel like the human experience truly is about just like shedding the layers of like all who you think you are and just coming back to that pure source of love within you, which we're all fabric, like that's the fabric of everything. So I think in this relationship, I think this person really, because of who they are, they're kind of like a taker. And I think they took a lot of your light and even your self-esteem, let's say that, because your energy went to them a lot. So I think you maybe have left this relationship feeling really not great about yourself. So this next chapter is like such a powerful moment in time for you to come back to you. I would suggest not distracting yourself with another relationship. If you can handle that, and only be spending the time with yourself to nurture it back to yourself, because the work that you do in this time is amplified. And when you create like such a solid relationship with you, then you're not available for relationships that screw you over. Truly, you're not. You are not vibrating at that same level, so you never get into like another toxic relationship because you see it from a mile away. So you're like, I don't want that. Not doing that again. So truly spend time with yourself. That is the most important relationship to invest in right now, is the one with you. So that includes your reading. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope this message resonated with you. If it did, you can share your experience down below in the comments. Mystery readings come out twice a week. It helps the channel when you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know the gist. So thanks for joining me, and we'll see you guys on the next reading.